So let's start, everybody. So first chapter is already over. Okay, so I hope, see, whenever chapter is over, you should be completely done with it. Okay, completely done with it means what? You should be regularly revising it on regular basis, daily basis. Finish again reading from our study material and also study ICAS study material. You should completely cover. Okay, so don't keep for waiting till you can say, don't wait for 4 or 5 chapters to get over and then you study your from study material. Don't do that. Okay, immediately along with the syllabus on daily basis, finish your study material. In fact, on daily basis, if you do it, that is also good. So that once the chapter is over again, you will not have that much of tension or problem that how much I have to cover and all. Okay, everybody. All right, let's go ahead, everybody. Yes, fine. So first chapter is over, and also on the very first page or second page, whatever index I have given you, weightage also, correct, of chapter wise, correct, no? Yes. All right, so first basics we are going to cover and then we'll go ahead. All right, everybody. Fine. So if you remember now from first chapter, rates of income tax, we have slab rates, correct, they are given in Finance Act, that is your normal tax rates, and special tax rates are given in Income Tax Act. Very good, correct. Then we tax something called as total income. Okay, whenever we use the word taxable income, we are referring to basically total income. Can you see here? So even in charging section 4, what wordings are used? It is what? Total income. Even in first chapter, I had shown you the computation format. What bacho? Computation format, right? What are we actually taxing, bacho? Net total income. Clearly here? See, everywhere I have purposely given total income. Finally here, check. Here also what? Total income. Correct. So total income is what? Normally when I say only total income, bacho, pay attention here. GTI is gross total income, and when we use only total income, that is your NTI, that is your net taxable income. Clear here? Fine. Okay. So basically we tax total income. Simple. What is income? What is PY? What is AY? All of that basics we have already covered in chapter number 1. Now we are going in mature next chapter. Fine. Residential status and scope of total income. Okay, scope. Fine. Understand now? See, obviously let us say we are right now staying in India, correct? We earn income from India, you know? We earn income from India, or we are earning income in India. Clear, Delia? So definitely or obviously we are going to pay tax in India. Clear or no? But what if an Indian citizen, okay? What if an Indian citizen, if he goes outside country, okay, if he goes what bacho? Outside country, let us say to USA, it can be for a couple of purposes. It can be for vacation, it can be for temporary purpose, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, etc. Correct, or he may be trying to leave India permanently or get settled, let us say, in USA. So he's going to earn income from USA. He may have a property in India or he may not have a property, but let us say if he's doing only, let us say, salary or you can say job in USA, then he's definitely earning income in USA. Clearly, everybody? Fine. So the question is basically, when you are earning income in India, then you will pay tax in India. So similarly, for the same concept, if you are earning in USA, you will pay tax in USA. That should be the logic. Yes, everybody? Correct? What if India as such demands tax from this Indian citizen because he is an Indian citizen? That means what? He doesn't have yet passport or citizenship of USA. Clear or no? If tomorrow some war happens in USA, he'll have to run and come back to India only. As long as he has Indian citizenship, it is duty of the Indian government to take care. Clear? Yes. So what if a person is earning in USA, but India demands tax from this Indian citizen because he is an Indian citizen, and even if he is earning outside India? Are you getting the point? So these things we have to check. Where a person is earning taxes and where a person is earning income and where will he pay taxes. Clearly, everybody? Yes. So this concept is important because we will have, let us say, some foreign persons, okay, paying tax in India, paying tax in India. When as a person, let us say, I just want to write down here, virtue citizen. Clear till here? And also, there are Indian citizens, correct, who are, let us say, not paying tax in India. What did I say? Who are not paying tax in India. Clear till here?
Yes, sir.
Let me say, give you a very simple, small example. Foreign citizen, okay, paying tax in India. Clear till here? Akshay Kumar. Because there are some countries which allow, you can say, dual citizenship, okay, which allow what, bacho? Dual citizenship. What do you mean by that? You are allowed citizenship of two countries. When it's a citizenship, it is a big responsibility as well as big right. You have voting power also in that country. Okay, so people who shift to UK or USA, if they spend some n number of years, then they get citizenship of that country. So it is a big thing. I mean, obviously they are paying, let us say, taxes over there, but they're also getting security as well as voting rights in that country. Right, Lily, all of you?
Yes.
All right. Just a minute. Okay. So Akshay Kumar, he has citizenship of Canada. I think his real name is legal name is some technical, I think this Bhatia, Rajiv Bhatia. Okay. But he is paying tax in India. In fact, he is one of the highest taxpayer in India. Clear? This is his screen name. That is not his legal name, no? Yes. Even Katrina Kaif earlier, her legal name earlier was something else only. Today also it is something else only, but legal name is different. She was, I think from background of UK maybe, and then again she is in India and paying tax in India. Okay, so the very basic, first, very most important thing is this: citizenship is not something bacho called as something called as residential status. Okay, so basically, for income tax purpose in India, we don't check much, or we will say we are not that much being a reliable, or you can say being dependent on the citizenship status. Okay, so this is not very much important for us. What is important for us? Are you earning income from India? Simple. Are you what? Earning income from India. Clear till here? That is very important. Where is the income getting generated? Clear? That is the most important point. So here also we'll use the word accrue. Okay? Is it getting accrued in India? Accrued means again generated. Whether the right of earning that income, whether the income has been earned in India or not. If it is earned in India, done. You have to pay tax on the same in India, even if you are staying or not staying in India. Clear or no? So basically, see, if at all you remember in the very basics of taxation, we had discussed something called as excise duty. Excise. It was levied on production. Production means resources. Okay, resources. Something you are using resources of the government, and using that you have generated or created a product. So you have to pay excise duty. So something similar, if you are earning, the source is in India, the government says it is our income, Indian income, you'll have to pay tax in India. Even if you stay or don't stay in India. So similarly, but to this person who had gone to USA to settle or get a job in USA, if he still has some property in India, property can be of any type, it can be shares also, it can be fixed deposit, it can be house, it can be anything, but clear till here. He has property where? In India. And let us say that property earns income. That property earns income. Where is he staying? USA. Outside India. Where is the income getting generated? In India. Clear or no, all of you? Yes. So where will he pay tax? In India. For that income only, which is getting generated in. Clear till here? And the income now, logically speaking, which the same logic now. If at all he is doing job in USA, he's doing job in USA, he gets his salary in dollars in USA, then the income is getting generated in USA. So ideally speaking, for that income, for the income earned in USA, he should pay tax in USA. Are you getting my point, everybody? So here we will be looking at the location. That is important. Location of the income generating. Okay, where the income is getting generated. Clear till here? Nitin, Kushbu, Mansi. Yes. So we will not check whether he is an Indian citizen or not, but we check whether he is an Indian resident or not. Okay. What is the difference, Bacho? Resident means residing. Residing means just stay. Yes or no, everybody? Residing means what? Stay. Clear? Citizenship is Bacho obviously given or awarded by the government. It is a recognition of your status in that particular country. You pay taxes, that is okay. You will have to pay taxes. But to get voting rights, to get, you can say, services of the government, benefits, then obviously you have to be citizen of that country. Clearly, yeah? Fine. Let's go ahead, everybody. What if a person, Bacho, pay attention. He earns from both the countries. Let us say India also and USA also. You know? India also and USA also. Clearly, yeah? He'll have to file income tax return maybe in India. He'll have to file income tax return in USA. He'll have to pay obviously tax in India and also tax in USA. Clear? But understand a very basic thing. Okay. What about the total income? Means whatever is his entire year's income. Are you getting my point here? Total income. His total income will be income earned from India as well as income earned from USA. He'll be declaring or showing both of his incomes clearly. So do you think what will happen if he shows income of USA in the income tax return filed in India? On the income earned from USA, will he pay tax in India or no? No. Ideally, he should not, because he's already paying tax in USA. And for the same income, we cannot have tax again in India. Ideally not. If you earn mature rupees, pay attention. If you earn rupees 100 and you pay tax rupees 30 in India, for the same income which you have earned, will you pay tax again of 30 rupees in USA, let us say? No, that will be very much wrong. It is correct or it is fair or not fair? It is not fair. Why it is not fair? You are paying double taxes for earning income only once. Clear? So even countries on international level, have an understanding that wherever this income is earned, okay, they have an agreement, macho. Wherever this income is earned, they have a clarity that this income will be taxed in India or USA. Clear or no? Tax is a very important source of revenue for the government. It is a very lucrative, very attractive thing for every government. Are you getting my point, all of you? So no government is going to easily give up. Then if there is no agreement, USA will fight and say, no. He's come to USA. Even if he's getting income from India, still we will tax in USA. Indian government is saying, no. What if he goes to your city and country? Well, we don't care. His property is in India. We will tax it. So there can be obviously issues or disputes at country levels that where will you tax this amount? Clear? And to avoid dispute, but obviously the best thing is what to have an agreement, to have a clarity where a particular income will be taxed, because we cannot tax same income twice. So all the countries but to enter into something called as DTAA. Okay, double taxation avoidance agreement. It is what, bacho? Double taxation avoidance agreement. Clear, Delia? I don't know, this is actually notebook, right? In a notebook right now. Chalo. double taxation avoidance agreement. What is agreement, Bachu, will be there? What will be the content of this agreement? What do you think? Understanding between the countries where the tax will be levied, in which country, okay, for a particular income, whether it is earned from this source of income, that source of income, in which country, depending on that, tax will be levied in a particular country, but not twice. But not Bacho, twice. Clearly? And again, all the DTAA agreements, if at all you want, you will get Bacho where all the DTAA agreements, all of that you will get Bacho on income tax website. Okay. You should get all the list of your DTAAs. Check here. And on the home page of Income Tax India, okay. Can you see something called as international taxation? Because that is in the scope of international taxation only now. Because we're talking of country wise now. Correct, Ilya? And over here in DTAA, or you can say tax, can you see tax treaties? Treaties are understanding, or you can say agreement between the countries. Clear, Ilya? So obviously this is Income Tax India website. So you can obviously check all your agreements with different countries. Clear, Ilya, all of you? DTAA. Clear? All of them and check. We have different types of whichever country you want. Let us say India, China, for example, or India, Colombia, right? Agreement for avoidance of double taxation of income and prevention of fiscal evasion with China. Fiscal means obviously financial or monetary. Evasion means bacho, tax is getting evaded. Now there can happen a case that a person is earning in China, but he is an Indian resident, he is staying in India. So he says, no, I paid tax in China, so no tax in India. But practically or honestly, as such, he has not shown even the income in China. So neither China, neither India. That becomes a problem. He is evading taxes in both the countries. So to avoid even those things, we can have that agreement where and how to tax the same. Clear, earlier? All right. Okay, everybody. So these things are not directly part of the syllabus right now, but again, you should be aware that these things are also there. Okay. So let's go ahead. Fine. So what all we have to cover? Okay. We have covered, I think, till now section number 4, charging section. Other things we have to cover in the syllabus, section 5, 6, 9, etc. We have to cover. Okay. So check what all we do have here. Residential status. So tax liability, understand? Okay, tax liability or tax incidence in India depends on the residency status, but it doesn't depend on the citizenship. Clear? Let me ask you a very simple question from law, paper number 2. Company has citizenship or no? Whether a company has citizenship or no? Company doesn't have citizenship. Company is a separate legal person. Company is a separate legal person, but company is not a citizen of a country. It is just a legal person for a particular country. Does it have its fundamental or constitutional rights? Whether a company has constitutional rights, bacho? No. The constitutional rights are given to the citizen of our country. These are basic things from company law point of view. Company is a person. Company is a legal person. Company is an artificial person. But company is not a citizen. Okay, finally understood. Fine. Again, in this first chapter also we have already covered the definition of bacho India. Okay, what all it as such covers. Fine, Ilya? Okay. So for individual bacho, check the types of individuals. We have covered how many types of persons are there, bacho? How many types of persons? 7, and among them the first one was individuals, and for syllabus at our level, inter, executive, etc. we have bacho what? Only mainly individuals. Clear, William? So for individuals or HUF, Hindu undivided family. Types of persons, check. It can be either resident, non-resident, or deemed resident. Okay, resident or non-resident. And a resident again, so you have some categories. Yes, resident and ordinarily resident. And second case, resident but not ordinarily resident. Clear till here? Now, deemed resident consent we will do a little bit later on. Okay, don't worry about that. Okay. Same thing given over here in the same, but just another diagram. The first diagram was about entire chapter. This diagram on page what? 12, 2.3. You have only mainly about, let us say, individual. Individual, what do you have? Resident and non-resident. And we have one more concept of deemed resident. Correct? In resident, what do you have again? Ordinary resident or not ordinarily resident. Clear till here? We'll go ahead, everybody. Okay. So, whether to pay tax or not in India depends on your stay in India. Number of days stay in India. Residency status. It doesn't depend on citizenship. Whether an individual will pay tax in India will depend on residential status and not on citizenship. Example, just now I gave you Katrina Kaif, Akshay Kumar. They may not have citizenship, but they are resident. Clear till here, all of you? No, resident means what? Stay. Yes or no? You have a permanent address and you have a local address or correspondence address. We're talking of correspondence or local address. Where are you staying right now? That is important. Clear till here? Just like people go outside India to do their job, etc., to get a job outside the country. Similarly, there can be cases who come to India for getting their job done, or they have a job in India, possible. Correct? Or they have a project in India. People in the field of IT, information technology, especially from India, they generally get a scope to go outside India. It can be for a project of 6 months, 12 months, or if they like it, then they will stay there only maybe, or settle outside India. Correct or no? So this is very important or relevant for people who go outside India or are coming to India. Clear? All right. So, but you check the status now. For individual or HU, what categories you have? Resident or non-resident. In resident, what do you have? Resident and ordinarily resident. Resident but, or second case, resident but not ordinarily resident. Clear till here? All right. Let's write down in the notebook. First important thing we are going to write down again. Citizenship is nothing to do with bachcho, residential status. Clear till here? Citizenship has nothing to do with residential status. Because people can, let us say, person is doing a job in USA, and then he goes to UK or Australia. So people can change their location, okay, but they may be citizen of only one single country, possible. Clear till here? So this is not important for us. Where are you staying currently, and from where you are earning income? That is important. Clear? Now check. Mainly for I'm talking of now individuals. Let us first focus on individual. That is the most important for our syllabus. What are our two important categories? Resident and non-resident. Correct, resident and non-resident. So write down. Resident and non-resident. Clear? And again, where do we have subcategories? In resident. We do not have any subcategory in non-resident. Clear? ROR and RNOR. Now we are coming to the all the short forms. ROR, RNOR, NR. Clear?
Resident, ordinary citizen, like me.
Don't use the word citizen. Resident and ordinarily resident. Resident and not ordinarily resident. Finally, Kushbu, Nitin, Mansi. Fine, okay, we'll go ahead. Okay, pay attention. Now, the thing common between ROR and RN. Thing common between ROR and RNOR is bachcho, both of them are residents. That means they are passing the first category here, or they are clearing the first category. Category means I'm talking resident. If they do not cross or if they don't satisfy the first level itself of resident, then they are automatically what? Non-resident. Is it okay or no?
Yes, sir.
So if at all these are like levels. First level resident or non-resident. If in the first level they are resident, then we check their ROR or RNOR. But our ultimate final answers are only these three: ROR, RNOR, or NR. Our final answers. Are you getting my point? If they clear the first level to resident, so they are resident. Now we need to decide whether they are ROR or RNOR. Understood? So for individuals, our final answer is ROR, RNOR, or NR. Clear? So they don't clear the first stage itself of resident. Then our work is very easy. We simply call them as NR, non-resident. Clear or no? Pakka? Sure? Very good. And we have one more case. Deemed resident. Ayana what? Deemed resident. And the deemed resident is also RNOR. Check. Deemed resident is also already always covered as RNOR. Check in the diagram. Yes or no? This diagram is going here, no? For deemed resident. Clearly here? Right. So we write it here also in our notebook. So I'm writing below RNOR. Also the case of bachcho, deemed resident. What is the meaning of deemed? Assumed. Very good. Fine. Okay. We will follow under bachcho RNOR, who deemed resident also. Now starts bachcho with interesting or a headache part. Okay, headache. Lots of headache now. Okay. We come to page 2.4. Now, why it is important to know whether a person is resident or non-resident? Basically, it is to understand whether he will pay tax or not pay tax on the incomes in India. Clearly, what am I saying? Whether he will pay tax or not pay tax in India. So now, actually, practically, whether he will pay tax or not tax in India depends on whether he is resident or non-resident, and also the place of origin of his income. What did I say? Place of origin of his income. Where? From where is he getting the income? Clearly here? Check. Important. Now can you see three type of people over here? In section 5. What is section 5, bacho? Scope of total income. The word scope means what? What all we can cover. What all we can cover. That is the meaning of scope. What is the scope? Total income, bacho. What is total income? Your taxable income. Basically, what all will be covered or not covered in the income. That is your total income. That's why they are using the word scope. Na? What all will be there or not there in your income. That is scope of total income. Clearly here? That is given or clarified in section number 5. Clear, all of you? Okay. So let us check the types of people and which all income will tax in India. First, what do you see, bacho? ROR. And then next you have RNOR. Okay, let me just ask you a very simple question. Very simple question. Who do you think bachcho doesn't stay in India at all or doesn't stay in India much? NR. Clear? So this is a very simple understanding from very simple language point of view. The one who doesn't stay as such much in India, we are going to call him as, or he will be what? NR. Clear? All right. Now, the one who stays in India, he is resident. The one who stays in India is resident. So in resident also you have two categories now, ROR and RNOR. Who do you think, bacho, has more number of days stay in India? Correct. Are you getting the point, all of you? Then Mansi, Khushbu, correct? Check. What are we saying, bacho? Who stays a lot in India? ROR. And ordinarily he is resident. Ordinarily means he is normally, regularly resident. He is resident, also regularly is resident. Most of the time he is in India. Let us say like people like you and me. Clear or no? Now second category. He is resident. But he comes and goes, comes and goes, comes and goes. Clear? So not regularly or normally he is resident. He is resident, but not on a regular basis. NRI is already part of NR. Okay, NRI, for your example, how many times does he come to India? What do you think? Maybe once in a year, or maybe once in 2 or 3 years, and they stay for 3, 4, 5 months. Clear? But something more than that and less than ROR will fall under the category of RNOR. Is something between NR and ROR. Is something between. Who I'm talking about? I'm talking about RNOR. RNOR is something like more than NR but less than ROR. Huh? Oh. Yeah, you can say that. Yes. So he is in India, but he travels a lot. Okay, he travels a lot outside India. Clear, all of you? Yes. A person who may have kind of an international job and he has to travel a lot, he can become RNOR. All right? Yes. So this basic thing we understood, bacho? All right. So check first category. ROR, understand. Income actually received or deemed to be received or basically assumed to be received. Then accrued or arisen or deemed to accrue or arise. Where, bacho? In India or even outside India. In India or even outside India. That is what? Global income is taxable in India. Section 5 of which Act? Income Tax Act. Indian Income Tax Act says that global income will be taxable. So obviously it will be taxable in India. We are doing Indian income tax. We are doing what, bacho? Indian income tax. Indian income tax section 5 is saying that we will tax in India. He should not be taxed in that other country wherever he might go. Because bacho, he is ROR. Because he is ROR in first case. Where his stay is more or the most? In India. Even if he earns any income outside India, he will pay tax in India for the income earned outside India as well as the income earned in India. Nitin, clear? Mansi, Khushbu? Clear? Yes. He may now other way around. He may have some investment outside India. He may have fixed deposits or property outside India. He may be earning rent, dividend, or profit on sale of shares from outside India. He may have done a small project work for a company outside India, and he has been paid in dollars. He is doing work from home from India, and has a client from USA. He can be a consultant, no, and he's taking projects from outside India. He's getting paid internationally. Are you getting my point? Okay, so even if the income is generated outside India, he has to pay tax in India. Clear? So for ROR, because of his number of days of stay in India, what did I say? Because of ROR, because of number of days stay in India, he will pay all the taxes in India for all the incomes which he has earned. Simple. Clear? So basically ROR, you don't have to use much brain. He pays tax in India for his total income. As soon as you see ROR, we say tax it in India. Clear till here? See, that is the reason now that now since we have this agreement or arrangement, so we say what because of DTAA, he will not pay taxes in India. Or if for any reason, okay, now you have obviously you don't have advanced knowledge of income tax, but for any reason, his tax is deducted. His tax is deducted. TDS was done outside India. He can claim the credit in India. Now, simple example I had given you, if you remember, Bacho, if a person's tax liability is 100, remember? Okay. Person's tax liability, not taxable income. I'm saying tax liability is 100, and he has paid during the year through TDS or TCS or advance tax. Are you getting my point? Let us say 120 rupees. Remember? Yes or no? So we'll get what, Bacho? 20 rupees refund we'll get, no? Or basically, understand a little bit now. We claimed, Bacho, credit. What did we claim? We claimed credit, no? Of the taxes already paid. That is the meaning of the word claiming of the credit. Credit means it is in your balance. This is your asset or no? This is your asset. Why it is an asset? Because you have already paid taxes. Already the tax has been paid, so it is you are claiming the credit. That is your asset or your balance. Clear? Purchase flat in foreign country and earning rent on that and living in India, will it come in ROR? Yes. Okay, yes, even that will be taxed in India. Clear? Okay. So, but what we are claiming credit. Similarly now, if your Indian income tax liability is 100 rupees, but TDS, TCS, etc. was done in a foreign country. It was done in a foreign country because of any reason. Still, you will be obviously able to claim the credit based on DTAA. It allows you to claim the credit for the taxes deducted or taxes paid in some foreign country. Because this income was taxable in India, because of that, all the taxes also will be paid in India. Okay, little bit, it might go a little bit right now heavy for you. So don't be very much worried about it. Okay, that's fine. Clear? We'll go ahead. Sure. Come to RNOR. Come to what, Bacho? RNOR. What is it saying? Income which is received or deemed to be received or accrued or arising in it, or deemed to accrue or arise, but only in India. Clear or no? Who are we talking about now? RNOR. As well as income which accrues or arises outside India. Clear? Where is it getting accrued? But outside India. Being derived from a business, controlled from, or profession which is set up in India. Now understand. As well as in NR, let us just finish the NR case also. What is NR? Check what will be taxable for NR in India. Income received or deemed to be received or accrued or arise and deemed to accrue or arise in India. So what is common between all three of them?
Income earned in India.
Correct, very good. In very simple language. Income earned in India will be taxed in India. Has to be taxed in India. If the source of income. There are two things, but obviously. Understand. Source and destination. Yes or no? Source, but I can use another word for that. Origin. Where the income is getting origin, or it is originated. What is the source? Which country, which area is my source of the income earned? And where am I actually spending it? Where am I actually spending it? Are you understanding? Let us say a laborer or a person who comes to, let us say, Maharashtra for job or for work. He earns in Maharashtra. So what is the source of or origin of his income? Maharashtra. If he sends his money back, let us say his family is in West Bengal. I'm just giving an example. If his family is in West Bengal and he does a money transfer to West Bengal, so the destination where the money is getting actually paid, that can be West Bengal. Are you getting the point? So income where it is getting accrued, or you can say originated or source, that is one thing. And where it is sent, that is destination. Clear? Yes. Now I give you example. There was a person, let us say, who is doing work from home and he takes project from outside India. Okay, project from outside India. Let us say he has a client in UK. He has what, Bacho? A client in UK. He is working but from India. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So the money as such is coming from outside India. Are you getting my point? It is getting originated over here actually. The origin is this. And destination is India. Clear all of you? Yes. So check what is common bacho over here in all three. The income should be earned in India. Clear for all three of them. That is the basic common thing. So basically, as soon as it is earned in India, it will be taxed in India. For all three of them. Clear? But for ROR, income earned outside India will also be taxed in India. Yes or no?
Yes,
No. Income earned outside India will also be taxed in India for ROR. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, look at the main difference between ROR and NR. See, in fact, these two people are the most opposite ones. The one who is always in India will call them as ROR. The one who is never in India will call them as NR. Again, I'm talking in a very general or a simple language. Clear? So for ROR, we tax whatever he earns wherever. But NR, we tax only what he earns in India. Clear?
Yes, sir.
And the middle party between both of them is RNOR. Okay. What do we tax for him? Whatever he earns in India, that is common. And whatever is getting accrued outside India, but the business, he's getting some income from some business. He's earning some profit or some salary or anything from a business. The business is happening outside India. The business is happening outside India. But the business or profession is controlled from India. So the management, board of directors, owners, partners, they are sitting in India or they are doing all the decision making in India. But actual manufacturing, actual sales, actual process, everything is happening is outside India. So accrued outside. Let us say received also outside India. Accrued outside as well as received also outside India. But that business was ultimately controlled from India. You can have a holding company in India and a subsidiary outside it. Remember or no? So let us say if you can say part of that subsidiary company, but ultimately is getting controlled from India. Clear or no? In that case, only it will be taxed for RNOR also, this income. Clear? Which is received outside as well as accrued outside. Clear? Yes? And lastly, for NRB tax, only the income which is earned in India. What about income earned outside India? No question at all. No question at all of taxing in India. Let us say Donald Trump, Donald Trump, remember Donald Trump or Barack Obama, etc. Correct? What do you think they are? ROR, RNOR or NR? They are NR. Clear? If at all he gets some income from India, okay, that will be what tax in India. If he gets a salary in USA, he stays most of the time in USA. Can India tax it? Does India have any kind of, you can say, power to tax it? No. Otherwise, we would have taxed all the entire world population. No. Am I getting my point? So only if it has an Indian connection, then we can tax the income in India. Clear? Yes. Then Khushbu, understood? Mansi, we'll go ahead. Bolo. Acha, I thought you were without. Okay. We'll go ahead, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Come to this page, 2.12. Rules for determination of taxability. Sir, Priyanka Chopra will be example of RNOR. Yes. That actually depends on how many number of days she stays in India. Okay. But she is allowed to visit India, no? Obviously. She has a family here, or you can say relatives here, you know. So she is person of Indian origin. Okay. So some of my clients had that card. You get a passport from our country that is there. So if you're an Indian citizen and who goes outside India, you get a card from our government. It is called as person of Indian origin or overseas citizens of India. Overseas, you understand? Overseas means abroad, foreign citizens of India. You get these cards basically, or you can say card means again just like a passport document. It is a proof that yes, you are an Indian citizen but who is outside India. So even if you go to any some country and that country has Indian embassy, you will be recognized immediately. That is, you are approved by our Indian government. Clear? We'll go ahead. So check. Important term. Rules of for determination of taxability of income under Indian Income Tax Act. We are doing. Don't forget that. Obviously, we are doing Indian Income Tax Act. The incidence means burden of tax on an assessee depends on his residency status and also on the place and time of accrual or receipt of income. Two things. What are the two things, Bacho?
Residential status.
Very good.
And time of approval.
And place and time of accrual of that particular income. Clearly, your residency status, Bacho. In for individual, which three cases we have seen? NR, ROR, RNOR. Okay, so ROR, RNOR, and NR. Three types of residential status. And second thing, obviously, we're checking whether the place and time of the accrual of income. It can be in India or outside India. Check now. Place of accrual means what, Bacho? And place of receipt. What will be the difference? Accrual means what do you think? Earned. So, Bacho, place of origin. Clearly, where did you earn it? That is the place or location of accrual. Clearly, whether you did a job from India for a client in UK, correctly, that we can see, or you are doing a job in USA, that we can see. Yes or no? In that case, if you're doing a job in UK or USA, the place of accrual is USA or UK, foreign country, clearly. And if you repatriated, repatriation, you understand, that means you refunded or sent the money to India, then it is what place of receipt will be in India. Let us say if you earn in USA, spend in USA. Both the things are in USA. Earn outside India and as well as spend outside India. Clearly, if you earn in USA, you're doing a job in USA and you send to your parents or somebody in India. Origin outside India, receipt in India. Yes or no? Clearly, all right. We'll go ahead. So receipt understood. So check what is the first category? Accrued or deemed to be accrued in India, and received or deemed to be received also in India. What do you think, Bachu? This is Indian income or not? This is Bachu definitely an Indian income. Clearly, Indian income. Second case, what do you see? Accrued or deemed to be accrued in India. What is the place of origin? India. But you sent the Bacho money outside India. It can be reverse way also. It can be reverse way also. Earned where? In India. Sent where? Outside India. It is still Bacho an Indian income because the origin now is India. Good. Clearly, third category should we go? Accrued or deemed to be accrued, but when you earn it outside India, but you sent Bacho in India. Where is the property or where is the place of accrual outside India? Outside India now, but you send in India also becomes. Clearly, simple till now. And last category, Donald Trump case. Donald Trump, you know, Barack Obama, he is doing job or whatever in USA. So he earned in USA, also spent in USA. When I say spent means he has actually received the money in USA. Okay, received or deemed to be received outside. It is we are talking about receipt, है clearly? Okay. So outside India earned as well as outside India spent, or it was received outside India. It is much of foreign income. That is what? Foreign income. Clearly? What if you at all you have a bank account in UK? If at all you have a bank account in UK, your own bank account, and you needed the money in India. Okay, you want to spend in India. You transferred from your UK bank account to Indian bank account. Is that income or not income? Earned in which category? Outside India and received in India? Tell me. You have a bank account in UK. You have a bank account in UK and you sent that money to India. Correct? Will that be income? First of all, it is not an income. Why? You have bank balance in, let us say, SBI bank branch. You have a bank account in SBI. You have a bank account in SBI. You transferred from bank account of SBI to Bank of Baroda. Another branch you have, another bank branch you have. It is just a transfer from one account to another account. There is no concept of earning over there, man. It is like transferring from one pocket to another pocket. It is just like on daily basis, I take a wallet from one pant to another pant. Yes or no? From one purse to another purse. Are you earning income? No, you have just transferred from one location to another location. There is no element of earning over there. There is no income. Clear, all of you? So income was not earned when you transfer to yourself. Can you sell to yourself? Can you sell to yourself? What you tell me? No. So therefore, to earning, there has to be an expenditure also, na? For earning, there has to be an expenditure. For earning income, it has to be expenditure of somebody else. I'm getting my point of view. In sale of goods, that also we have seen that if there is a buyer, then there has to be a seller. There can be no buyer without seller. So there can be no income without expenditure. So transfer of from one bank account to another bank account is not an expenditure. If the money is still staying with you, no. If you transfer to your brother, mother, father, that can be a transfer. Okay, that can be, let us say, expenditure for you. So income for somebody else. I hope all of you got understanding clear. So when you transfer from one bank account to another bank account, that is no element of, there is no element of income over there. Clear or no? They just transfer from to yourself from one account to another. So there is no income. Clear? So to get income, there has to be normally or basically two different parties. Expenditure for one party is an income for another party. Simple or no? When you buy vegetables from a market, it is your expenditure and income from the other party. Simple or no? Simple. So for an economy, there are two people involved: the one who spends and the one who earns. Clear? If both the people are same, there is no expenditure, therefore no income. Understood? So, but your tax liability in India depends on two different things for individual. What? Residency status and place of origin of the income. Origin or utilization of income. Whether basically it is an Indian income or not. What did I say, Bacho? Basically it is Indian income or not. Check accrual or as well as receipt also, no? Both. Clear? So what will you tax, Bacho? Indian income we will always tax. Indian income we will always tax. If I told you again, go back to that section number 5. Okay, this chapter little bit tricky compared to the first chapter. If I go again to the this page, 2.4, section 5. Can you see all of you here? What was common for all these three people? What do we tax? On in India. Basically, Indian income. Check. So transfer from one account to another account is savings account. In savings account is account and not earning income. Will it be taxable? And not earning income, will it be taxable? No, there are limits for that. If at all you are earning any savings account interest, then there is a limit up to which you can get a deduction, so it doesn't become taxable. There is lots of time for that. Okay, pay attention now. Okay, now pay attention. Income received. Can you see the word? But please understand, received or deemed to be received. Clear or no? See what I'm trying to tell you here. I can categorize them as one category only. Which one? Received or deemed to be received. So we are talking of receipt or no? Yes. Or accrued or arisen or deemed to accrue or arise in India. Basically two things. Very good. Look at the wordings. Very good. Accrue as well as they're talking about, as well as means they're talking about both the things. Accrue also, receipt also. If it is accruing in India or also, they're using the word which or received in India. What did we say, Bacho? If it is accrued in India, it is Indian income. Pay attention now. The table which I have written just now, in some time back. What did we write? Accrued in India, Indian income. Or received in India, also Indian income. See, we did all the cases. Accrued in India, received in India, Indian income. Accrued in India, received outside, Indian income. Accrued outside, received in India, still Indian income. So the only income which is not Indian income was accrued also outside India, received also outside India. Yes or no? Yes, in all these three cases which are seen, ROR, RNOR, NR, what do we tax in India is Indian income. Very important. What do we tax in India, bachcho, is Indian income. Indian income either received outside India. Indian income, bachcho, either received in India or accrued in India. Clear till here? Or I'm using the word bachcho or. Clear till here? Okay. However, for ROR, we also tax bachcho foreign income. So income bachcho now will be of two types for us. Very simple language. Which one? Indian income, foreign income. Indian income bachcho either received in India or accrued in India or both. Clear? And both of them, which one received as well as accrued outside India, it is foreign income. So for ROR, what do we tax? Indian income as well as foreign income. For ROR and RNOR, what do we tax in India? Indian income. So obviously for NR, we do not tax foreign income in India. Simple or no? Correct? And we have a very special type of income for RNOR, which gets taxed in India. Is it okay? We have only one special type of tax, or we have only one special type of income which gets taxed for RNOR in India. This one. Check. With income which accrues or arises, tell me, outside India. Also, budget is also obviously received outside India. Accrued outside, received outside, it is foreign income. But a business or profession was controlled from India. That's why even that gets taxed, but only for RNOR. Okay, till here? Did you understand a little bit? All of you, Mansi, Kushbu, Nitin. Come to page 2.12 again. Okay, 2.12. Ready, everybody? Incidence of tax again means burden of tax, whether taxability is there or not there. Okay, ready? Pay attention. Indian income. All three is taxable. Okay. Somebody taxable. 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 Simple.
Okay.
Foreign income, bachcho.
First and second category.
Foreign income is taxable for ROR or no? And one thing very important, foreign income is taxable for NR, yes or no?
Yes.
No. So for NR, not taxable. Clear till here? So foreign income is what? Earn outside, receive outside. For RNOR, only that one category of income will be taxed. Apart from that, it is not taxable. Okay, so understand. I'm running basic thing. Pay attention now. It is not taxable. Normally, bachcho, any other foreign income is not taxable for. Very good. For RNOR. I'm doing a star mark. Except this. Understood or no? Now again come to the, I hope you understood now row number 3 and 4. Row number 3 and 4. Okay. They're talking about what? Earned outside, received outside, but a business or profession was controlled from India. Okay, here we have business and here we have profession. Clear till here? Yes? Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
It is mainly given for which type of person? RNOR. Okay, but let me just be very clear, or let us clear this case. Tell me, we have this income. Received outside India, accruing outside India. For ROR, what is the case? Taxable or not taxable? All of you understand it. Then Kushbu, Mansi, pay attention. What did I say? What is the type of income? Business income from business, wholly or partly controlled from India, received outside India. See what is happening? Accrued outside. Where is the business being conducted? Outside India. Where is received? Outside India. What is in India? Control. For ROR, what happens? ROR. See, I told you just 4-5 minutes back. As soon as you see ROR, don't use head. Don't use your knowledge or whatever. Immediately, what will you say? Whatever you earn is taxable. What did he use the word बच्चों for ROR? Global income is taxable. For ROR, don't use any logic. Whatever income he earns, simply say taxable. Are you getting my point? He's ROR. He's always in India. Let him earn income everywhere, anywhere. ROR we always tax, irrespective where it is earned, irrespective what is the control, whatever. ROR always taxable. Clear? So I'm writing here taxable. As well as also for profession. See, I'm just given two separate lines. One is for business, another is for profession. The category remains the same. Okay. Here also bachcho taxable. Clear? I'm again purposely writing bachcho here. This is your foreign income. I'm writing here now. This is what bachcho? Foreign income. Why? Accrued outside, received outside. Accrued outside, received outside. Clear till here? It is your foreign income. We'll go ahead.
Okay.
Fine. So foreign income is taxable or not taxable for ROR? Taxable. Come to third column again. I'll first go stepwise on it. Foreign income NR. What happens?
Foreign income
Foreign
and
income not taxable.
You understand foreign income now? Outside, received outside, accrued also outside. Not taxable to NR. So again, and for the same income, I'm writing bachcho, not taxable. Why? Because it is foreign income. Is this clear till here? Good. So foreign income, bachcho, normally foreign income normally for RNOR not taxable.
Not taxable.
Only special type of foreign income taxable in India for RNOR. Only special type of foreign income taxable for RNOR. Clear till here? So this will be also
Taxable.
apart from this foreign income for RNOR not taxable. Very good. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Quite good. Nice. Fine. This is the warm up of this chapter. Okay. So types of individuals: ROR, RNOR, NR. For ROR, whatever he earns is taxable in India. Clear? For NR, only Indian income is taxable in India. Clear? For RNOR, Indian income is taxable, and only special type of foreign income is taxable to in India. Clear? ROR, everything. RNOR, see, ROR, Indian and foreign. RNOR, Indian and special type of foreign will be taxed in India. And NR, only Indian income will be taxed in India. That is a summary. Clear till here? Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
This is the table which we have already done now for understanding. Clear? All right. Some more headache. Ready?
Yes, sir.
Now, how do you become ROR, RNOR, and NR? So right now we are discussing about which type of assessee individual, which type of person individual. Now, individual may be in India or may not be in India. That depends on his number of days stay in India. It is a natural person or no? Yes, not an artificial person. So artificial person, but the books or the MOA doesn't travel. Partnership deed doesn't travel, but people, natural person can definitely travel. So for natural person, it depends on number of days stay in India. Clear till here? For artificial person, it depends. What do you think? For artificial persons, it depends whether they are resident or non-resident. What do you think? But it depends on what thing?
Office down main
Object,
main
business.
main
Office.
main office center.
It depends. Normally, but so where are they registered? If they are registered in India, we'll say, these are resident. If they are registered outside India, we'll say, no, they are not resident. Correct? The place of incorporation should be the normal. You can say criteria for artificial persons. Natural person, bachcho, it depends on number of days stay in India. Clear till here? Yes? Obviously, we're going to do other categories also. Check. We have obviously we have to do much HUF, firm, AOP, company. Don't worry. We have to cover that also for artificial persons also. Clear till here? Maybe we'll go ahead, all of you.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, what do we have? Ready?
Yes, sir.
This will be a little irritating, but not. We don't have any option. We have to finish it properly. When does a person become ROR? Okay, ready? Must satisfy the person individually. Must satisfy at least. At least means
Come sit down.
no, minimum. At least, but means what? Minimum. Clear? One of the basic conditions and both of the additional conditions. Finally, how many basic conditions? Minimum one, and additional both. We have to satisfy. Means that those criteria should be satisfied. Now, if you again will check immediately on the next row. Okay, the bigger row over here. First case we have but individual. On the basis of number of days stay in India. Physical stay, obviously. How many days they are staying in India? That we will check. Are you getting my point? Akshay Kumar stays in India now most of the time. So even if he is not citizen of India, he is what? Resident of India. Depending on the number of days stay in India. If tomorrow he retires and entire 1 year, 2 years, 5 years he is in Canada, he will not be resident of India. Are you getting my point, all of you? Correct? Where? Right now. Right now is ROI. Correct. Finally, we'll go ahead with pay attention. Okay. How many basic conditions can you see number wise? Yes, very good. So we are not going to going into what it is. We're just discussing number of conditions. How many basic conditions are there? 2. And how many additional conditions are there? Also 2. Correct, Delia? Okay. So when will you become ROR?
One basic condition.
At least one basic condition, but both the additional conditions should be satisfied. Clear, Delia? Then you are in which category? ROR. Fine, good. Then what are the thing about NR? Come to NR. They are quite easy to compare. ROR with NR are exactly opposite. ROR always stays in India. Most of the time he is in India. NR not. He is not there in India, or he just comes for very couple, hardly some days in India. Clear, Delia? Okay. What are they saying about NR? Must not satisfy either of the basic. Either means what? None, basically. None. Either means none. Must not satisfy none, will say, of the basic conditions. Okay? Yeah. That is, should not satisfy both. Yes or no? Should not satisfy both of basic conditions. Clear, Delia? Mansi, okay? Fine, we'll go ahead.
Yes, sir.
All right. In that case, because what, bacho? NR. Clear, Delia? Okay. What if a person satisfies only one basic condition? He is resident. I'll repeat myself. If a person satisfies only one basic condition, he is resident. I am not using the word OR or RNOR. He is what? Just resident. Okay, if he satisfies also only just one or both of the basic conditions. If he doesn't satisfy any, or he doesn't satisfy any of the basic conditions, basically not satisfied, both the basic conditions not satisfied, he is what? NR, non-resident. Clear, Delia? Okay, fine. Come to second category of RNOR. What are they saying? Must satisfy at least one of the basic conditions. Is this common or no? Between ROR and RNOR. Yes or no, all of you? So must satisfy at least one of the basic conditions. Clear, Delia? So if at all, I hope you are understanding a little bit over here. These things are common between ROR and RNOR. Must satisfy at least one of the basic conditions. Correct, Delia? That is the reason, bacho, they become resident. Very good. What is common as condition and in the name? They are resident. Clear, Delia? Okay. But what are they saying? And one or none. Not both. Okay, one or none of the additional conditions. Okay. So how many additional conditions are there in totality? 2. How many should you satisfy?
One or none.
None means what? Nothing. Very good. Clear earlier? Only one. Any of the one or only one or none. Then he is R and O R. When does it become R O R?
Satisfy any one of basic conditions
And both addition. See, again I'll repeat. So for ROR or RNOR, they should satisfy at least one of the basic. So they become resident. That is step number one, level number one. Now to go to ROR or RNOR, it depends actually on additional conditions. I'll repeat myself. So whether you're resident or NR, resident or NR depends on basic conditions. And now ROR or RNOR, it depends on additional conditions. Clear or no? Then, Basi, tell me, understood? All of you clear till here?
Yes, sir.
We'll go ahead. Okay. So I recommend much notebook. First one. For ROR. Individual. Yes or no? For what, bachcho? ROR. Individual. Clear till here? Okay. I'm writing the basic conditions. Or you can say the additional conditions. How many basic conditions are there?
No condition.
2. And what about additional? Also. Achha. Tell me, how does a person can become ROR? Okay. Check. Basic conditions, no pay attention. What if both are satisfied? Any problem? No. And what if both additional conditions satisfy any problem? No. He will become ROR. Okay. What if one of the basic conditions is satisfied and both of the additional conditions satisfied? ROR. What if basic condition number 1 not satisfied, but basic condition number 2 satisfied, and both of the additional conditions satisfied? That is the ROR. Anything else? Other combination can you see? Good. We are ready for ROR. Understood or no? This is the combination of of becoming ROR. Is that understood? Done? Second category for R and O R. Again, individual. Fine. Again, same thing. Basic conditions and additional conditions. One, two, 1, 2. Clear? So you can have variety of combinations here, but we'll keep to the basic ones. Okay. When do you want to become R and O R? Now let me check. Both have to be satisfied. This is not compulsory. At least one. R and O R. Only one satisfied or both satisfied? Only one. So there can be different cases. Okay. Both basic satisfied. Additional bacho, only one satisfied. Clear? What about this? You have lot. Like I said, you can have lots of combinations, but I'm just keeping it very basic. Yes.
Yes, sir.
You can have 2 more. Do you want to do that also? Okay, let me check many now. Okay, either one. See, basically the point is what you can have more combinations now. We don't have to go into that. They're not asking the number of combinations. You just have to know. What you have to know? Basic, at least one. And additional, both should not be satisfied. Simple. Clear till here? That is very important, bachcho, in R and OR. Clear till here, Mansi, Nathan? You can have more combinations, but we don't have to go into that. Okay. Okay, we'll go ahead. Third one. For who, bachcho? And our non-resident, obviously, individual we're talking about. What will you check? Basic and additional?
Only basic.
Only basic. Very good. Because basic itself, bachcho, not getting satisfied for NR. Basic conditions. Yes or no? So what about the basic? Both of them not satisfied. Simple. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Good. Done? Now you want to check what are basic and additional conditions. You have to check that also. No? Are you getting my point first of all? Okay. Whether you have to pay tax in India or not depends on two things. Whether you're resident or not resident, as well as where the income has been originated or spent or received. So whether it's Indian income or foreign income. Clear? So Indian income always tax in India.
Yes, sir.
Then whether you are resident or not resident depends on basic conditions and additional conditions. At least one basic condition satisfied. Then resident. Both additional conditions satisfied. ROR. Both basic conditions not satisfied. NR. Clear earlier?
Yes, sir.
And for R and over, that was the last category. That at least one of the basics should be satisfied, and only one or none of the additional satisfied. Clear earlier?
Yes, sir.
Basically, you can have. I'll just give you for time pass. Only one or both satisfied, okay? But none satisfied of additional.
Yes, sir.
That is also what show? R and OR. So in that example, I'm giving you there. Clear earlier? One or none. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me simple. As soon as you see one cross mark, you understand? Go on, your answer is finalized. No? Will you check another additional condition now? Even if one of the additional condition is not satisfied, your answer is fixed now. What? That is R and OR. I'm getting my point. So again, same thing. Even if one of the basic is satisfied, understand? Even if one of the basic is satisfied, you say resident, why you need to check other condition then? Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Even if one tick mark you get in basic, you are happy, you say resident. And even if one of the cross marks you get in additional, you say R and OR. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
All right, very good. This is the things you have to understand. Clear? You want break now or later? Break, break you want? All of you, tell me. Okay, take a break. Silver coin. ते तुम्ही घरी वापरलं तर पूजे बिजेसाठी त्या ऍड्रेस फॉर युअर रिलीजियस पर्पज पर्सनल असेट्स. ठीक है, ब्रेक ले लो. ठीक है. But join back. Take it, don't need it. Ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shall we go ahead? Who is there? Yeah. So let's start. All right. Okay. Let's go ahead, everybody. Pay attention. So three main categories for individual residency status: ROR, RNOR, NR. There are two basic conditions and there are two additional conditions. Clear? Whether you are paying tax in India or not depends on your residency status and whether it is Indian income or foreign income. Indian income means whatever you earned in India or received in India. If both earned also as well as received outside India, it is foreign income. Indian income is always taxable for all types of assessees or all type of residential status. ROR, RNOR, NR. For ROR, global income is taxable.
Yes.
That is Indian income plus foreign income. For RNOR, Indian income is taxable and a special type of foreign income that is controlled from India. And for NR, only Indian income is taxable in India. This is your summary. Clear? We'll go ahead, everybody. Okay. All right. So you have to obviously learn or read what are basic conditions and what are additional conditions. Clear? All right. When do we become a ROR? If any one of the basic is satisfied and both of the additional satisfied your ROR. When do we become RNOR? If only one again or any one of the basic is satisfied but one or none of the additional are satisfied, then you are RNOR. And if both the basic not satisfied, you are NR. Clear? Very good. Sure. This was just the again warm up. Okay, you are at 20% of the chapter. Okay, still lot to go. This table is very tricky. Apart from that, then there is nothing great in this chapter. Okay, only I mean to be very honest, only for individuals it is a little bit tricky because only individuals will keep on traveling here and there. People like Vijay Mallya, that what you have Nirav Modi or someone else, they keep on escaping from taxes in India or some other country. That's why people travel a lot. That's why you have to keep this law a little bit more technical. For companies, firms, it is very easy, not that tough. Okay, so only for individuals, it is a little tricky. Ready? We'll go ahead. Okay. So check first one. What are we are in basic conditions? Ready? Chalo. Very important. Basic condition. Point number one. Basic condition number one must be present in India for a period of 182 days or more. Yes or no?
Yes,
That means again I'm writing the word bachu here at least. I'm writing the word bachu here at least. Clear? 182 days or more in obviously India, no doubt about it. The starting of the itself given is here is what in India, and India has been defined. Remember?
Yes,
What about if he doesn't come to the mainland India? He's always on a ship in territorial waters of India. Still, he is considered he is in India. What was my example? He is on a boat or a ship, but that boat or ship is in territorial waters of India. What will he say? He is in India. Clear or no? Because the definition covers all of that. Okay, so how many days bacho in India? At least 182 days in India. Now, whenever in doubt, or this is also very general, normal, common sense, it is almost half of the year. It is almost half of the year. 360 divided by 2, you'll almost get that, or you almost get that figure. Correct? Okay, all of you. So at least half year. He should be in India or 182 days or more. Now tell me, if he is in India for 180 days, not satisfied. If he is in India for 181 days, not satisfied. If he is in India for 182 days, satisfied. The entire year is in India, satisfied. Clear earlier?
Yes, sir.
All right. What about you? You guys?
Our
We have not seen everything else, but This first condition satisfied. At least 182 days in India. Now understand, bachcho, which people will be not there for half year in India. If you go to travel abroad, you will go for 7-8 months, 7-8 days maybe. Yes or no? You go to travel, you go to foreign country, maybe you plan for 10 days, 15 days, no? Big plan. Or 1 month, okay? 1 month Euro trip or whatever, 1 month or 2 months for very tough, but still, okay. But if you have some relative maybe outside India, then yes, then that is a little bit cheaper for you, possible. Then okay, that yes, I'll do all that work in the house. I'll roam and travel also. I'll do work at the house also. And or maybe people can do that also. People work in McDonald's or some small other restaurants, so they'll earn also and travel also. There are those type of people. Clear? But maximum how much? 6 months. Correct? So here you have to be in India for at least 182 days. Understood or no?
Yes.
Good. Second category, basic condition. Bolo.
So they are talking about previous year. So current year. Why?
Previous year.
Your financial year.
What is previous year, bacho?
FY. Financial year.
2023. In entire income tax, bacho, we'll be using this one only always. Okay, previous year is financial year for us. If at all you have confusion, are they talking of earlier year? They will use the word preceding year. They'll use the word preceding year, which we have ahead later on. Preceding the previous year. That also we have. Okay, understood? For income tax, but so what is previous year? It is as good as for us, our financial year. This doubt should not ever occur now. Previous year for income tax is our current financial year. Clear till here? Okay. So you should be in India for at least 182 days. That is your condition number 1. Now, obviously, there is another condition. That means the first condition is not satisfied. There are other conditions. Means what? There is reason. Obviously, why? Because the first condition may not be satisfied. Understand? Be very careful. Basic condition number 2. You must be in India for at least 60 days. Okay, everybody? Now, if a person is there for 180 days, 180, that means what? Basic condition number 1 was not satisfied. 180, 180. If it is 180, bacho, if a person stays in India for 180 days, then basic condition number 1 not satisfied. That's why you have to look at basic condition number 2. What does it say? How many days?
60 days.
At least 60 days in India, okay, or more during the previous year. And is the basic condition number 2 over, or we have again the sentences continue? The sentences continue. And at least 365 days in the last 4 years. In the last 4 years. That means in the current year, that means if in the current year you are unable to satisfy basic condition number 1, okay till here, but you are in India for at least 60 days. 60 days means 2 months. Now imagine, try to understand, a person leaves. I'm repeating, a person leaves, let us say in November 22. Yes, person leaves India in November 22. Let us say 1st November. Ready? So how many days is in India? He leaves now. Okay. So he is there till what? April to October. That is more than 6 months. Tell me. April to October. So September 6 months as well as October. Is it okay, all of you? He leaves India on 1st November 22. Whether basic condition number 1 satisfied or not satisfied? Satisfied. Clear till here? All of you okay till here? Okay. If he leaves India on 1st June. Now 1st June he leaves India. That means he was in India for April and May. Let us keep I'll not confuse it a little bit. I'll just keep it July also. Okay? Sure. He leaves to India on 1st July. So April, May and June. 3 months he is in India. Correct till here, all of you? We're talking about leaving India. We're talking about leaving India. 3 months he was in India. 3 months will take, let us say, 90 days. Yes or no? Whether basic condition number 1 satisfied? No. So that is the reason you have to look at the basic condition number 2. It says what? That at least 60 days in the year. Now is the first part satisfied? Yes. Let us say he is leaving India for first time, or he has not left India before. Before means 21, 22, etc. Okay. 20, 20, 21, 19, 20, etc. That means in the last 4 years, he was there for at least 365 days. Are you getting my point or no?
Yes, sir.
Nitin, Mansi, clear till here? Okay, check. Everything is bacho from PY point of view. Okay, PY is your current year. We are in which year, bacho? PY 22, 23. Clear? Now understand what is basic condition number 2. For this year, it has to be at least 60 days. And in the last 4 years, you will tell me, but what is the last year? For the preceding previous year. Previous year is our this year. So 21, 22, 21, 20, and 19. So 18, 19. Tell me all of you. For 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Last 4 years preceding to your current PY. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
How many days over there? How many require? In the preceding 4 years. Preceding means previous, earlier. Tell me, clear or no? And both these conditions should be satisfied. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Clear till here? Now, therefore, you will tell me, what if a person leaves on 1st May? Leaves on 1st May 22. What happens?
No, not first.
So, what is the answer? Good, very good. Nitin, Mansi, or even your answer should come, no? If he leaves on 1st May, how many days is in India? 31 days, let us say. Basic condition 1 satisfied? No. Basic condition number 2 also not satisfied. Because he's not there for even at least 60 days in India. Even if he was there in India for 365 days in the last 4 years, but was he there in 60 days in the current year? No. See, basic condition number 2 talks about 2 things. In the current year, minimum, that is basic condition number 1. Okay, correct. Basic condition number 2, but your first part says at least 60 days in the current year, and in the last 4 years, at least 365 days. So if in the current year is only for 30 days, 45 days, 50 days, he is NR automatically. He is what, bacho? NR automatically. But again, another example, let me say, if in the current year he is for 100 days, how much? 100 days in the current year, but 360 days in the last 4 years.
No.
Then again, what? NR. Basic condition number 1 obviously not satisfied, because in the current year it is less than 182. In the basic condition number 1 not satisfied because in the current year it is less than 182. Basic condition number 2 not satisfied because even if it is more than 60 days in the current year, in the last 4 years it is less than 365. Then Mansi, tell me, understood or no? Understood, everybody? Clear till here? We are just talking about satisfied or not satisfied. Okay, everybody? That was your basic condition 1 and 2. Yes? We'll go ahead. Okay. Then we talk about additional conditions. Okay, ready? Sure, come on. Additional condition number 1, very simple. What does it say? He is a resident. Okay, in at least again minimum 2 out of the 10 preceding years, preceding to your current year. Preceding, you understand, before, earlier. So compared to our current year, in the last 10 years, he was resident for at least 2 years. Yes, still here, all of you? Now, which of the word they are using is resident. Are they using ROR or RNOR? No. Are they using the word ROR or RNOR? No. How does a person become resident? By following basic conditions. How many? Both or one or none? To become resident? Anyone. Very good. You are on correct track. You are on correct track now. Okay, to become resident, anyone or at least one of the basics should be satisfied. Then you call him as a resident. Understand? Nitin understood? Mansi? Are we using the word ROR or RNOR here? No. We are using only the word resident. Clear or not? So we will not check additional conditions. We will check only basic conditions for the last 10 years. And in the last 10 years, even at least 2 years he is resident. We say what? Additional condition number 1 satisfied. Fancy, understood? Or bouncer? Final year. We'll go ahead. And again, if that additional condition number 1 we are not looking into, and additional condition number 2 is there. What is it saying? Something similar. In the last 7 years, you should be in India for at least 730 days. Cumulative. Yes, obviously cumulative. In the last 7 years, okay, you should be in India for at least 730 days. Okay. Correct, no?
Yes, sir.
Now, if both the additional conditions satisfied, bacho, he is what? ROR. If only one satisfied or none satisfied, RNOR. Additional conditions is bacho for very good. Resident. So ROR or RNOR. And basic condition will be for
Resident or non-resident.
So in simple language, I'm writing this. R and NR for basic conditions. And additional condition, bacho what? Very good, very good, very good. Very good. Clear? Very nice. Okay, the theory part is given one line. If the individual satisfies both additional, he is ROR. But if only one or none is satisfied, he is RNOR. Yes, everybody? I hope you are okay with this now. Come to question number. We'll solve something. Come on. Question number 3. Okay, page 2.13. NDM. Okay, ready? Ready, Bach? Mr. B, a Canadian citizen. Citizen of Canada. Does it matter?
No.
No. Comes to India for the first time. That means before that, was he ever in India? No. Comes to India for the first time in the year 1890. All right, no issues till here. During the financial years 1819, 1920, 2021, and so and so, and current year also. Basically, all his number of days are given to us. His stay in India was for so many days. Is it okay, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Even if you look at the numbers, they are very small numbers or huge numbers. Very small numbers. Okay, fine. Determine his residency status for EY. What do we write? EY. EY is 23, 23. Okay. Let's start. Let's solve. So write in the notebook, bacho. What are we determining? Are we calculating his tax liability?
No.
What are we determining? Very good. So determining his residential status. Clear till here? All right. Right. Determination of. Don't use the word calculation, okay? Use the word determination of. Residential status. Of what? Of Mr. B. For which year? Obviously current year. That is AY. 23, 24. Yes, you are all of you fine? Okay. How do we write it? Pay attention, okay? We write the current year or we write basically previous year. And the next column we prepare number of days stay where in India or outside India? Obviously, we check what's in India. Correct? And go in the descending order. That means first we will take our current year. Our current year is bacho. I have written previous year now. 22, 23. How many number of days he stays in India? 70. 21, 22, 150. 20, 21, 90. 19, 20, 60. And 18, 19, 55. And just for your sake of understanding time pass, what about 17, 18? Not is given. It is not given. So, what is given in the question?
He was first.
He came to India for the first time. So, 0. 0. I'm not writing obviously all the years now before it, but you understood all the years before this is now 0. Clear? This we got it. Now, what do we check, Bachu? Correct? I hope all of you are written till here. So, basic condition number 1. At least 182 days. In which PY, Bachu? 22, 23. Tell me, satisfied or not satisfied? Not satisfied. Since stay for how many days? You should in your answer show the reasoning. Don't just use the word whenever you present answer. No, don't just use the word satisfied or not satisfied. You have to give the reasoning for your answer. Why you are saying it is satisfied or not satisfied. So show the source. Okay. So that's you have to underline 70. So I know. So I'm writing both the things in the answer. Are you understanding? I'm writing the law, that is 182. I'm writing the reason, that is 70. That's why not satisfied. You have to be that careful in the answer. Clear? Okay. Don't leave anything for imagination or assumption of the paper checker. You be clear in your answer. So which basic condition number 1, not satisfied. Clear? All right. Is it a problem? Yet no. So to check what, bacho? Very good. Basic condition number 2. What is the basic condition number 2, bacho? Tell me. At least 60 days in the current year. In current PY, which one? 22, 23, and 65, Baba. At least 65 days in preceding 4 PYs. In what, bacho? Preceding 4 previous years. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
And which previous years, that also we have kind of seen from the table. Now it becomes easy for us. Which bacho? Don't highlight this, but you understood. This one. 18, 19 to 21, 22. Is it okay?
Yes,
all right. So we'll write down whether satisfied or not satisfied. Okay. In PY 20 to 23, bacho, how many number of days?
Satisfied.
Tell me, bacho. In PY 20 to 23, how much?
70.
Okay. Stay is 70 days. Yes or no? And in preceding 4 years. Huh? And in preceding 4 years, stay is, you always have to show the calculation. How many number of days, bacho? Check. In last 4 years. Are you getting my point? Leave the current year, obviously, out of it. Current year is completely different. We have taken that already. Last 4 years I want. So write down 150 plus 90 plus, give that calculation. 150 plus 90 plus 60, no? Plus 55 is how much?
355.
So writing at 355 days. So what is 355? That is the problem. The first case is satisfied. Which one? first part
60 days.
of 60 days. The second part is satisfied or no?
Not
Not
satisfied.
satisfied. Understood? Therefore, basic condition number 2, not satisfied. Clear till here? Since what bachcho? Stay is
Less than 65 days.
correct. Less than 365 days in preceding 4 years. Correct. Now tell me bachcho, whether both the basic conditions are satisfied, not satisfied, what? Right now. Very good. Since both basic conditions not satisfied, Mr. What?
B.
Correct. Is what bachcho?
And
Correct. For the current year, no? So I'm writing AY wise. Okay, as per AY. For AY,
22.
AY. Right till here? For AY 23-24. Alright. Then what do you think much? Which income will be taxed in India for Mr. B? This also you have to understand. No? We found out the residency status. What income will be taxed in India for him? Very good. Only Indian income. No? That is not asked in the question, but you should know now. Okay. We determine his NR. So for NR, what is tax in India? Only Indian income. Clear? Question number 4. Ready? To 113. Okay, all of you, let's go ahead. Mr. C, a Japanese citizen, left India after a stay of 10 years on 1st June 2020. That means before that he was always in India. Now 2020 he is leaving India. Clear, all of you? All right. During the financial year 21-22, he comes to India for 46 days. Final year 2021. No? Okay. Later, he returns to India for 1 year on 10 October 22. Determine his residency status for Bachchu AY 23-24. Alright, till here. Let's start. Ready, everybody? Sure. Determination of Mr. C for AY, which AY 23-24. Fine till here. So what columns do you prepare? Correct. Previous year and number of days stay in India. Clear? Fine. Understand the story now. He was always in India till 1st June 2020. During the year 21-22, he came only for 46 days. Correct? Later, he returns to India for 1 year on 10th October 22. Clear, Lilia? He comes to India for 1 year on 10th October 22. What is the first previous year we should start with, Bachu?
22.
Our current year 22, 23. Simple, Lilia? Give me number of days stay in India. Are you getting the point or no? See, he was in India till 2020. He left India then. And every year he's coming to India. This much you understood? Okay. So he came to India during the current year on which date? On 10th October 22. So one hint or one thing I'll clarify. You have to take 10th October as in India. That means he is in India on 10th October. So 10th October you have to add in India. So I'm writing here from 10th October 22 till when? 1 year? No, current year. Very good. Till 31st March 23, obviously, because we're doing a previous year, no? That is current financial year, let us say. Now I want to add but 10th October. Okay, so another simple way to do that is, okay, what you do, you know, number of days in October. Hai na? How much bachcha October? 31 days. Okay, how to quickly do it? Now 10th October you want or don't want? Want. So I'll simply say bachcha -9. Okay, that is very easy number, easy way to do it. You don't have to calculate on your fingers. Correct? So how many days for October? 31 minus 9, 22, no? October, November 30, December 31, January 31, February 28, and March again 31. Clear till here? Luckily, we are not in leap year, etc. right now, at least for this calculations. How many days? 170? Tell me immediately about basic condition number 1. Not satisfied. But we will write down all the years. Okay, everybody? Sure. 21, 22. What about 21, 22? Have they given you ready-made number of days? They have ready-made given you bachcho 46 days. Clear till here? So one thing is for sure, for 21, 22 is NR. As soon as your any number is less than 60, he is NR. This is now clarification you're getting. Nitin, Khushbu, clear? Mansi? Okay. What about earlier year 20, 20, 21? Yes or no? Check now. He was in India, bachcho, till 10th June. Yes or no? So we'll take from what to what day? 1st June, not 10th June. Sorry, 1st June. Oh, I said 10th. But so then he was in India till 1st June. No? Correct, here. So write the days also. Okay, from what? 1st April 2020. Correct. Yes. 2. He was in India on 1st June, so take 1st June also. Okay. That is what, bachcho? April 30, May 31, and June 1 day. He is in India. 62. 62, no? 31, 31. 62 days. Clear till here? Okay. And what about, again, just for sake of time pass, we are writing earlier years. What about the 1920? Very good. Because for the last 10 years, he was always in India. Yes?
Yes, sir.
I'll not write remaining of the years because it will be satisfied. Okay, 360 by into 2 is how much?
22.
730. Okay, so that addition condition number 2 will also be satisfied. And actually for last 10 years, it is 360. Okay, Deliver? I don't have to write everything in details right now. Clear? Who's going to write all the 10 is not required also. Fine? Now what can we do? Can we start with basic condition number 1?
Yes, sir.
Good. What does it say? At least 65 days in, sorry, at least 182 days in the current PY. Tell me, satisfied or not satisfied? Not satisfied. Since stays only correct. $173. Okay, so I'm writing about basic condition 1, not satisfied. Finally, second. Basic condition number 2, at least बच्चों what in the current year, and at least correct. In preceding 4 PYs, previous years. Fine till here? All of you okay till here? Chalo. So obviously the current year is more than 60 days because it is 173 days. Okay, so I've written that also. And in last 4 PY, I'll write in bracket the days. Definitely satisfied with you. 46, 62, 365, 365. Huh? Oh. I'll write the days. Okay, 46, 62, 365 plus 365 is how much? No. Good. Is there a leap year in between? That will also make a difference. I have not written actually. 1920. No. 1920. Yes. This has to be 366. Tell me. When was the leap year? The leap year was in the calendar year 2020. The leap year happens because of February, and February 20 is coming in financial year 1920. So I'll just make it a little bit correction over here. It is 366. Is it okay? Okay till here? So let's what 366 I'm taking. Okay. So we've got 839. The small correction you can make over there in your notebook. Okay. Sure. So what will I say, Bachu? 173 and 839. Satisfied or not satisfied? Therefore, basic condition number 2 satisfied. Yes, everybody? Fine, all of you? Now, what can we give right now as a conclusion? Very good. We can say that he is what, Bacho? Resident. Clear till here? So I'm writing only that much right now. Therefore, Mr. C is a resident, but that is basically not our final answer. You have to give what? ROR or RNOR. Clear till here? Now this is the first question where we are going into additional conditions also. Right? All right. Ready? So additional condition number 1. What does it say? Yes, resident in for at least 2 out of 10 preceding years. Resident at least 2 out of last 10. I'm writing here last 10 previous. Yes, tell all of you. So again, which column I prepared was to previous year? And I'll simply write down resident or non-resident. I'm not writing Bacho, ROR or RNOR. I just have to look into the first category. Resident or non-resident. For the current year. For the current year. Yes, till here, we are looking into additional condition of the last 10 years. Clear till here? Now understand. What is the immediately preceding year? 21, 22. Everybody understood? Nitin, Mansi. Tell me the number of days in 21, 22.
46.
46. Tell me what is resident or non-resident? These bachcho, non-resident. Clear, Delia? What about 2021? 62. Understand? Okay, everybody? Clear, Delia? In 2021, his number of days in India is 62. 62, no? Okay. What will happen? Whether basic condition number 1 satisfied?
No.
No. Whether basic condition number 2 satisfied now?
First part.
Are you getting my point? This is very important now. See, Nitin, for 21-22, sorry, for 2021, basic condition number 1 not satisfied. Basic condition number 2 has 2 parts. 60 days in the current year and 365 days in the last 4 years. From 2021 point of view, it is satisfied or not satisfied? Satisfied. Because in 2021, it is more than 60 days, as well as earlier 4 years, 2021 is also obviously more than 365 days. Okay. So I'm writing about your resident, and I write the reason only in short. I'm writing about your basic condition number 2 satisfied. Very good. Very good, Nitin. Mansi, I hope you understood. Clear? So, and what does the law say? At least what?
One basic condition.
That is it. For additional condition number 1, what does it say? This is the resident in at least 2 out of the last 10 years. 1 satisfied, tell me. And 1 satisfied means understood. 1 year is not satisfied. You only have to look at 1 more year, then your answer is done. What about 1920? How many number of days in India? Directly, bachcho, we'll say. Resident, simple or no? Basic condition 1, there only bachcho is satisfied. I don't even have to check basic condition number 2. Okay? So I'm writing here. Very good. Yes, Nathan. Will I check remaining years now? No. Why will I check, bachcho? Clear, Delio? I'm writing here in bracket. Basic condition number 1, satisfied. Yes, everybody? Clear?
Yes, sir.
So let's go ahead, everybody. So I'll see what is the answer, Mojo. Additional condition number 1 satisfied or not satisfied? Satisfied. No. Therefore, additional condition number 1 satisfied. Yes, everybody. We'll go ahead, all of you. We have to check or not check additional condition number 2. Yes, check. Why? To decide between ROR and RNOR. Enough? Very good. Additional condition number 2. Ready, everybody? What does it say? At least 730 days in the last 7 years. Arihaya, na. In last 7 years, I want to show that number also. What number I want of the 7 years? I'm getting my point. Okay. Therefore, number of days in last 7 years. 7 PYs only. What all numbers I'll take? What all numbers in the last 7 years? 46, 62. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes or no? Obviously, you 7 years. This was what 1920, no? So 18, 19, 17, 18, 16, 17. But we want here, then it will be 366. Last one. Obviously, after every 4 years. Last part bachcho will be what, 366?
Yes.
Purposely writing for your understanding, it is 15, 16, I think, correct? 19, 20, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, correct. 15, 16. And 16, 15, 16 financial year, Feb 16, you'll have again leap year. Mansi, correct? Nitin? This is definitely obviously more than 730 days, no doubt about it. But we have to show the number.
190.
Very good. One 935 days. Okay. Satisfied. है ना? So what is the final answer, Bakshi? Since both additional conditions satisfied, Mr. C is a ROR for AY 23-24. Correct, no? Right on. Mr. C is ROR for AY correct 23-24. How many pages to leave? Khushbu has joined now. That's what I said. Number of sides, tell me. Number of sides.
From beginning of the
No. Up to date. Up to date.
1, 2, 3, 4.
4 sides, 2 pages. Khushbu understood? Okay. We'll go ahead, all of you.
Yes, sir.
Come to question number 24. Again, see, I have given you lots of extra questions also. Okay. I give lots of questions. I wanted to go back and check textbook of anybody else and see number of questions they do for every chapter. We always check. 24. Ready?
Yes, sir.
Question number 24. Ready? We'll go ahead, everybody. Pay attention. 24. Mr. Singh spent the following days in USA during the last 5 years. Is it given in India? No, USA. Previous year ended. You understand? Previous year ended 31st March 18. That means which year? Previous year ended 31st March 19. That means which year? 1819. This is what? 1920. This is 2021. This is 21-22. And this is our current year. 22-23. Understood? Okay. Number of days but you spent in USA. And they're asking you to determine his what? Residence status for the current year, obviously. Assuming that prior to this means what? Prior to this date, this year, 1920. Can you see that? Before this, he had never traveled outside India. That means he was always in India. Clear till here? But they are giving you a number of days spent in USA. So what will you do? Minus, we will get our number of days in India. You are very smart, Bachu. Very good. Write down. Be careful with leap year. है ना? Write down. Where are your leap years, Bachu? Tell me. 1920 leap year is there. And do we have any other year? No. So be careful there. First point, determination of residential status, correct or no? Of Mr. Singh for AY 23-24. Finally, all of you will go ahead. All right. So we read number obviously previous year. And what would you say? Number of days we are in USA or India? We require India, no? So number of days stay in India. Yes, simple. All right. We'll go again as per our descending order. That means first I'll mention our current year. PY 22-23. It is 22-23 is for 365 days. 365 minus 295. 65 plus 5, 70. Yes or no, all of you? All right. 21-22. Again, is it leap year? No. So 365 minus 310. 55 days. Very good. Okay, here. Then we'll go about 2021. Is it a leap year? No. April 20 onwards is not a leap year. 2021. He's in India for he's in USA for 270 days. So 365 minus 270, 30 and 65, 95. Yes. Yes. But here we have leap year, but so for year ended 1920. Over there in USA 150. So this is 366 minus 150. 216. And before that also we have what? 1819. Yes, sure, no? How many days in USA? 319. And it is not a leap year. So this is 65 minus 19. 319. 46. Clear? What about other than just for the normal understanding? Very good. You had never traveled abroad. Yes, all of you.
Yes, sir.
I'll take one more just for the sake of that last 7 years case. Okay? Understood clear?
Yes, sir.
16, 17 is also not a leap year. 15, 16 was a leap year. Okay, so I'm not writing remaining of the year. Clear? So what do we start with? Basic condition number 1. I hope you know obviously our current year is 20-23. So write down. Basic condition number 1. If you don't understand, then I can tell you go to YouTube. Our lecture is still live, and you can go back. You can go back and then finish the lecture also. That is also okay. Okay. Basic condition number 1. Ready, bachu? All right. Tell me, satisfied or not satisfied?
Not satisfied.
I'm directly writing on not satisfied since.
Please for residence.
Correct. Stays for 70 days. That is less than what? Very good. Less than 182 days in current PY. I hope you understanding the word now current. Current, yes. The word is also current and previous also. Don't get confused. Current PY means current year.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Basic condition.
So not satisfied. Clear till here? Okay. However, now we check what to what.
Basic condition. First part.
Okay. In the current year, is it more than 60 days? Yes. And we then check but to last 4 years. Yes or no? We want more than 365 days. In current PY stays 70 days and in last 4 years stay is, well, I'll write down the numbers. 55 plus 95 plus 216 plus 46. How much? 412 days. Tell me, satisfied or not satisfied? Yes. Therefore, basic condition number 2, satisfied. Okay, Delia? Yes. Therefore, yes, obviously, Mr. Singh is
Resident.
resident. What do we check? Additional condition number 2. Yes or no? Not 2, sorry. Additional condition. Correct. Additional condition number 1. Now check. Do you want to again prepare the table of R satisfied or not satisfied? No, not required. Why, bacho? In the last 10 years, check. In the last what, bacho? 10 years. Automatically, you can see any 2 years you pick up. Not any 2, but see for 1920. Yes or no, all of you? What it is? What more than 182 days? Even for 2021, it will be. He will be satisfied. Even here, Bachu is resident, in which we are talking about 2021. How? It is not more than 182, but it is more than 16. And in the last 4 years compared to that, it is obviously more than 365 days. So 2 years here automatically finished. Tell me, clear or no?
Yes, sir.
Understood? So I'm directly writing Bachu resident. Satisfied. Since he is resident. In how much Bachu? At least 2, no? In at least 2 years out of last 10 previous years. Did I tell all of you? Satisfied? Now we have to check what additional condition number 2 also. It is also definitely satisfied because he never left India. Yes or no? He never left India before 5 years. You know? Number of days stay in last 7 years is. Check now. Again, I'm writing all the days. 55 plus 95. 216, 46. 1, 2, 3, 4. 365, 365, and I think 366. Correct? Right, all of you? Check. Hmm. 26 is leap year, no?
1,508.
Very good. 1,008 virtual days, tell me. Which is more than? Which is more than how many days? Very good. Therefore, additional condition number 2, satisfied, not satisfied? Is satisfied. So what do you write down? Since both additional conditions are satisfied, but so Mr. Singh is a R1. Since both additional conditions satisfied, Mr. Singh is ROR. Yes or no, all of you? For AY, '23, '24. Yes, all of you. All right.
No, we're talking about.
New topic, no, it's a new concept. Okay. We'll do very nice, simple MCQ then. Okay. Very simple, good, but a nice one. Ready? Question number 14, 1-4. Everyone there? Raman was employed in Hindustan Lever Limited. Okay, obviously it is an Indian company. He received a salary of 40,000 per month from 1/4/22 current year to 27 September 22 September, no? Current year only 22. He resigned and left for Dubai for the first time. Yes, on 1/10/22. Finally, and got salary of rupees equivalent of rupees 80,000 from 1/10/22 to 31st March 23. Okay, Leo. His salary for October to December 22 was given in Dubai account, and the salary from Jan to March 23 was given in this Mumbai account directly. Directly, they are saying, okay, fine. Which he is liable for, which he is liable to tax in respect of which income? Indian income, the one he earned in Dubai, sorry, the one he earned from Hindustan Lever, only then option B, India income and Dubai income, then Hindustan Lever Limited, which he received in India, and the income which was given to
Income is there in India and Dubai.
and which was given in India from Dubai, and option D only Dubai.
Both.
Why?
Because he's an ROR.
Why is an ROR?
Because he has satisfied the basic condition that he has stayed in India for more than 182 days, not 6 months now.
He left for Dubai
Because
for first time on 1st October. Yes or no? Okay. So he was in India from what to what? See, we left India for 1st October, take 1st October in India. Exactly. I'm writing in notebook, bachcho. Question number 14, 2.18 NDM. This is MCQ, but just for your understanding, you're writing. His number of days stay in India was for PY. Which one, bachcho? 22, 23, 23. His number of days stay in India is for. Now I'm writing in bracket 1/4/22 to 1 October 22 is how much? Exactly 184. And that also April 30, May 31, June 30, July 31, August 31, September 30, and October 1. Exactly. Yes, all of you. Is for 184 days. Tell me correct, Mansi, Nathan. Is for 184 days, bachcho. Is it right? Okay. Full stop. Therefore, he has satisfied. Tell me.
Yes.
What satisfied?
Resident.
Basic condition number one. Is it given he left India for the first time? So he was always in India.
So
Therefore, both the additional condition will be satisfied. So next line I'm writing. Both additional condition satisfied since he left India for first time, no? Therefore, what is the residence status for the current year? Yes, therefore, he is ROR for the current year. You know? For AY, which one? For AY 23-24. Is it okay, everybody? He is ROR. And which all incomes are taxable for ROR in India?
both foreign and
Yes. Global income is taxed in India for ROR. Clear or no? Global income is taxed for ROR in India. Therefore, but what is the answer? Yes. Both Indian and Dubai income will be taxed in India. Understood or no? Very important. Both Dubai and Indian income will be taxed in India. Yes. For your homework, just read HUF, company and firm. This much, where it is, I'll tell you. Generally, you can read theory and come till here only, but don't read the barat part. You'll go mad. You'll read from 2.4. No, not 2.4. Read from your 2.5 from firm and AOP. Whatever is there in between, just leave it. Okay, don't read this part. What additional and basic condition we have seen now. After that, immediately don't read anything. Start from firm AOP. Can you see that? Next page, 2.5 something. Start from there till next page, point number 8. That's it. Okay, everybody. And obviously, whatever is happening in class, you have to revise it properly. And revise it and come. We'll do one more question tomorrow, and then we'll start with some advanced level questions or exceptions, etc. Clear, Delia? Yes, all okay? Revise properly, okay? So then that's it. That is it for tax for today, everybody. All right? Okay, everybody. Yeah. Bye then.